The 2016 presidential election cycle was a fascinating experience, starting with the Iowa caucuses through the general election, and all along the way, it was the most exciting and technology-rich election cycle we've seen in history.
For the last 4 political cycles, Microsoft has worked with both political parties to make them better using our technology.
This time around in 2016, we brought forward the full power of Microsoft to engage and empower both sides of the aisle.
It really was a one Microsoft approach. Our technology was used in an efficient, effective way this political season.
For the Iowa caucuses, we worked with both parties and built a first-of-its-kind caucus reporting system that allowed for 100% results reporting before midnight, the fastest ever in history.
Microsoft developed an app so that we could report those results more accurately.
This is where campaign and election technology is going, and we're very excited to bring the caucuses to the nation and the world in an updated fashion.
We had APIs built into that reporting system that let the parties release the results to the news media. We built a fantastic media center in Des Moines that let all the media outlets share on a global basis. By all accounts, everyone was ecstatic.
We've had a wonderful relationship with Microsoft, the Republican Party of Iowa and the Democratic Party of Iowa. We really have been so good with you guys.
You asked us what was best for doing grassroots democracy. We told you, you listened, and you delivered. I don't know that there's anything else we could ask for.
Another milestone was Super Tuesday. We worked with many partners, using our technology for fundraising and financial data gathering and reporting.
At the DNC, we have a tool called LBJ that helps us assign our volunteers to polling locations, record incidents.
The DNC used Microsoft Dynamics to quickly spin up something that can be very useful and effective in the field.
We have councils in every state, and I was sharing with them that we were actually testing LBJ in the field, real time, on Super Tuesday, and they started to applaud.
We needed better reports, and we needed a way to visualize our data in a simplified manner.
We landed on Microsoft Power BI to help us display all of our information.
We have nearly 300 terabytes. Making that accessible to people that may not be data savvy, we were able to do that through Power BI. It's going to revolutionize what we have here at the RNC.
In 2016, Microsoft worked to meet the needs of each convention.
For such a large event, so many moving parts, you need to have a very strong foundation as well as the plumbing that makes everything run here.
The infrastructure that we put up has to be reliable.
We've used Active Directory and Exchange and the things on the back end, but also CRM, which helped us basically run our entire volunteer program.
We used Microsoft over a wide array of services, from Azure streaming and media services for our website down to our hardware, where we use Surface devices. Each one of those during the convention worked perfectly.
We're working to make sure that we're not only supporting the conventions, but we're also leaving a positive, lasting legacy in each convention city.
In Cleveland, we have an app that will help the Visitors Bureau in the future. And we're really excited in Philadelphia. We've built a Microsoft Reactor there, which is a hub to talk about how to use technology in new ways to meet local needs.
Along the way towards the general election, the debates are an incredible moment for the American people and the world to see the candidates in action. Microsoft technology played a pivotal role.
Our community, through Microsoft Pulse, was able to react in real time to what they were seeing, what they were hearing, and what they were thinking.
We also partnered with PBS NewsHour for WatchTheDebates.org.
What we wanted to do was to create one source where you can see how candidates have debated each other through the years.
With Microsoft Pulse integrated, so that not only are you watching the videos, but you're actually participating.
Microsoft was the perfect partner to build this incredibly valuable resource for civic engagement and for education for audiences everywhere.
Technology can improve the political process by opening up data that makes our election as smooth as possible.
The Bing Elections Experience is a year-long project meant to get at the data behind the elections, from figuring out who the candidates were, the issues that they stood for, to the big event, the live election night coverage.
On election night, we had all kinds of activity going on both sides of the aisle.
Everything from the way citizens engage on news channels to on election night, making sure that the RNC and the DNC and the DCCC have the tools they need to make sure data is coming in real time, working with Power BI, working with Microsoft Azure.
We saw some great results in 2016, but it was really a first step.
When I think of our efforts on being engaged in the political process, and particularly on the technology side, I'm very proud. We have good solutions, we have good people with good ideas, and quite frankly, we execute well.
Over the next cycle, going into 2020 and 2024, we're going to see an immense amount of technology being used. It's going to be the fundamental framework through which the electioning process occurs. So you can count on Microsoft to be there, engaging and partnering across the aisle.